Hello people, today we are going to learn about adding and subtracting real numbers. So let's learn about the basic things first. If we have to simplify this, this is called mod with a number which is inside two bars. This thing is called mod, and mod of -3 is equal to 3. And this means that if some number is inside the mod, we just write the absolute value. The solution for this is absolute value of the number, whether it is a negative number or positive number. When the mod is removed, it becomes only the absolute number. So mod of -3 or +3 is always 3. Here there is a minus is outside the mod sign, so this minus will be accounted because it is outside the mod sign. So if there is a number inside the mod which is positive or negative, the absolute value of this number will be 4, and the minus, here the minus sign will come because the minus is outside the mod. So absolute value of 4 is 4, and this minus comes in front. Write an improper function to represent each mixed number. So another example is for learning how to write improper fraction to represent each mixed number. So let's see. This is 4 2 by 3. How we can write it in the fraction? So 4 2 by 3 can be written as 3 multiplied by 4 plus 2 divided by 3. So 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 2. So this can be written as, let me do it, 3 multiplied by 4 plus 2, which is 12, the whole thing divided by 3. Here again 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, 12 plus 2, whole thing divided by 3, which gives us 12 plus 2 is 14 divided by 3. So to learn it on the other way around, I will just explain you by dividing it. 14 divided by 3. So let's say 14, this is 14 divided by 3. You can do it with pen and paper. 3 4s are 12, because 3 5s are 15, so 15 is greater, so we will do 3 4s are 12, which will give us 2 as the remainder. So whichever number is the quotient comes in the middle, whichever number is the remainder, which is 2, comes on the top, and whichever number we are using to divide is 3, comes at the bottom. So 4 2 by 3 was the original number here, 4 2 by 3. So to get back the fraction, what we have to do is multiply the denominator with this number in the middle. 3 4s are 12, and then add the topmost number, which gives us the fraction. Similarly for 7 6 by 7. In this case again, 7 multiplies by 7, 7 sevens are 49, 49 plus 6 is 55, so 55 by 7. This kind of representation is called improper fraction, and this is called mixed number or a fraction. So let's do it other way around. How we can represent a mixed number, which is a fraction, to represent an improper fraction. So for doing 12 by 5, let's do it here. 5, What was the question? 12 by 5. So 5, 12. So let's divide 12 by 5. So 5 2s are 10. Because 5 3s are 15. 15 is greater than 12. So 5 2s are 10, which will give us 2 as the remainder. So remainder always the quotient always comes in the middle. Quotient is this one, whichever number comes here is the quotient. 2 is the remainder, and the number which we are using to divide is 5. 2 by 5. This is the improper fraction. 2 by 5. The set of all numbers that can be represented on a number line are called real numbers. You can use a number line to model addition or subtraction of real number. So let's use number line to understand addition and subtraction. So how we can model it? Let's learn the rule. To model addition of a positive number, move to the right. To model the addition of negative number, move to the left. Because in number line, 0 is in the middle. On the left we have all negative number. On the right we have all positive number. To model subtraction of a positive number, move to the left. To model subtraction of negative number, move to the right. Let's do an example to understand these rules. Here is a number line 0 to 11 this is representing on the other side, that means on the negative side of the number line, because the example we are going to solve is -4 plus -7. We are trying to add two negative numbers. So first we have to represent minus where it represents -4. So we always start from 0. First number is -4, so we will draw a line until -4 on the left hand side, because negative numbers are on the left hand side of number line. So -4 is here, so this is the first number. We have to add -7 with -4. So since it is a negative number, we still have to move on the left hand side according to rule. So start from 4, count until 7. Move 7 units, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units on the left hand side. Whichever number we get is the answer. -4 plus -7 is -11. Let's do another example to understand more. 3 minus -6. 3. First we have to use the first number. 3 is the positive number. That means we have to count 3 on the number line on the right hand side, because right hand side represents the positive number. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3. So this is the line for 3. Then we have to subtract -6. -6, we have to move right 6 units, because in case of so to subtract -6, because minus and minus becomes plus. So two minuses makes it positive, so that means we have to add 6 in 3. -6, and minus minus becomes plus. So what we have to do, we essentially have to move 6 units on the positive side of number line. So start counting from 3, move to the right for 6 units. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What number we are getting? We are getting 9. So 3 minus of -6 is 9, because remember, minus minus becomes plus. So this is essentially 3 plus 6. Let's do another example. -3 plus 7. -3 is, or what is -3? It's where it should come. It should come on the left hand side of the number line. So left hand side, let's count -3 on the left hand side, always starting from 0. So 0, -1, -2, -3, -3 in this side. Then we have to add plus. So adding plus from the point where we have counted minus 3. So adding plus means moving to the right. Addition always means we have to move to the right. Subtraction means we have to move to the left. So starting from minus 3, we have to move to the 7 units to the right. So start from minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We reach to 4. So minus 3 plus 7 is 4. The absolute value of a number is the distance from 0 on a number line. The absolute of 5 is written as modulus of 5. Let's see some rules. Adding numbers with the same sign. Add the absolute values and use the sign of the number. Like 3 plus 6, we just add the absolute values and write the sign number because sorry, both the numbers have same sign. 3 plus 6 is 9. We write sign is positive, so 9 is positive. Now we are adding two negative numbers. Both the numbers have same sign, so rule is to add the absolute value and use the sign. The absolute value of 9 plus 2 is 11. Sign is minus, so we put minus. Adding numbers with different signs. Subtract the absolute values and use the sign of the number with a greater absolute value. So here we have different sign. So in case of different signs, we have to subtract the absolute value. That means 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. And then we have to put the sign of a number whichever has a greater absolute value. Which one has greater absolute value? 12. 12 has a sign positive. So the answer will have a positive value. In this case, we are adding 3 plus minus 15. 3 plus minus 15 means we have to subtract the absolute values. 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 gives you 12. Um, and which sign has a greater absolute value? This minus sign has a greater absolute value of 15. So we will use this sign in the answer. Let's do minus 5 and plus minus 7. Minus 5 plus minus 7 both has same sign. In case of same sign, we just add absolute value of the number and use the sign. So absolute value is 5 plus 7, which is 12, and the sign is minus for both of them, so we just put minus in front of it. So the rule is add the absolute values, use the sign for same sign. In case of 5 plus 7, it's 12. Let's do another example. Minus 13.5 plus 22.3. So this has same minus sign. So what we have to do, we have to remove the sign, add the absolute value, which is 35.8, and use the sign. Sign is negative, so just put 9. So the rule is add the absolute value and put the sign. In case of different 52 plus minus 68, we have to subtract the absolute values and then use the sign of bigger number. In this case, 68 minus 52 is 16, which is bigger. 68 is bigger. What sign it has? It has minus. So we'll put minus in front. So use the sign with the greater absolute value. So the property is the rule to remember the sum of a real number and its opposite is 0. 6 plus minus 6 is 0. For any real number, for any number which with any real number and which we are adding with a different sign, then it becomes 0. A plus or minus a is equal to 0. Minus a plus a is equal to 0. To subtract a number, add its opposite, then follow the rules for adding the sign numbers. We have already seen this. 3 minus 8. 8 and this has opposite sign, which is 3 plus minus of 8. So what we need to do is subtract the absolute value and use the sign of bigger number. So what we will write, 8 minus 3 is 5. Bigger number has minus sign, so we'll put minus here. So the rule is a minus b is equal to a plus of minus b. Plus minus is always minus, minus minus is always plus. These two things we have to remember. So guys, yeah, I hope you got some idea on adding and subtracting the real numbers. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on maths. Thanks for watching.